How to do Rangeroos. If you remember last video, we left off with a Yeet chain, 3 inches wide, 1 inch, or 3 inches long, 1 inch wide, eighth of an inch thick. Now it's time to work on 3D printing this. So if you're in person, you're going to be working with your instructor um, on most likely their laptop. If you're virtual, you're probably going to be emailing or somehow sharing the file with your instructor so they can print it. So this makes it super easy. We have to export this as a series of millions and millions of x and y coordinates. Super easy to do this. Once we're here, we go and click export. Now we can export this as a PNG, which is, an image file, or we can export this as an STL. STL files, this is what we use to do 3D printing. There's also a whole bunch of other formats that you can do. For us here today, STL. So I'm going to click STL. It takes just a second, and you can see that it comes into my browser. If I open this up, there we go. It says Show in Finder, Open. If you open it up, it basically just shows you a piece of paper. For me, I am going to be showing in Finder. And there we go. That's horribly disorganized. There's my Yeet chain, and I'm going to drag this onto my desktop, which you can't see. Now I'm going to open up a new program, which is called Cura. This is Cura. Cura it's a translation program, basically. It will translate all the work that you did on SketchUp into millions and millions of dots that can be 3D printed. So what I'm going to do is open my file, find the Yeet chain, which I got right there, and open it. Now you can see, barely, way in there, a tiny little dot appeared. This is because I have to enlarge it 1,000 times. Let's see if I click on it, maybe. There we go. And come up to scale. Instead of 100, put 1,000. And there we go. That is the size of my keychain right now. I can look at it level there. I can look at it from above. Level, side, I can look at it underneath, and I can look at it isometrically. But when I zoom in enough, I can see that it is indeed Yeet there. On Cura, I can multiply this. If you were actually in production, let's say, and I wanted to make 10 of these, I can go ahead and click on 10 of them, and it will print 10 Yeet chains. Now this is a basic translation program, basic slicing program is what it's called. From here, I would look, it's going to take 20 minutes to print on standard printing. This is the material that I'm using. I need to use a glue stick to help adhere, and then I am just going to save this to the card that we use in our printer. So this is basically it. From this point, we saved a file, loaded it in the 3D printer, and hit print. So this is how we take our model, which is right here, and load it into Cura, which is a slicing program for 3D printing. Okay, go ahead and stop this video, rewind, and replay as many times as you need in order to get the concept.